welcome back to my channel. This is Geetu Chandra and you're watching Geetu Chandra Vlogs. In today's video, as recommended by all the viewers, I'm going to upload this video. It is mainly based on the speaking subtest. I'll give you a clue that how I gained 400 scores in speaking. How you can achieve that score in your speaking. How you can get a B score in speaking. There are a lot of ways. How you can simply approach the speaking subtest in an easy way so that you'll be gaining more marks. It is very easy. At the same time, you need to put a lot of efforts in that, thereby you'll be getting a high score. So how are you going to do that? Is there any tricks, possibilities, or is there any secrets for that? Yeah, I'll guide you with my experience and I will help you with that. Please follow the video for more informations. But I just need you to recommend one thing. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and please click the bell icon so that I will be satisfied that you are liking my video. And please share if you feel it really useful. Thank you. So let's move on to the video for more details. So first and foremost, I would like to tell you the more important overview of speaking subtest. As you all aware that the speaking subtest is total of 20 minutes. In this 20 minutes, you will be having two speaking tasks. Okay. In the initial stage, you will be getting a pre-warm-up session. Here, you will be talking with the interlocutor. Interlocutor will be asking a few questions to you and you will be answering to that question. Okay. Meanwhile, you will be getting contact with that interlocutor so that you'll be understanding his pronunciation, his way of talking and everything. You'll be getting comfortable with him. So this will be helpful when you go for the role play. There you will be understanding how the interlocutor will be speaking with you or how his pronunciation is. Is there any clarifications required? So this will be helpful for you. Role play. Okay. And in the role play section, you have to perform for 5 minutes for each role plays. 2 role plays will be there that you have to perform 5 minutes for each role play. But don't worry, you'll be getting 3 minutes of preparation time for each role plays. First, you'll be getting 3 minutes of time. You will be preparing that time with your card. You'll be getting your card. You'll be reading it. You'll be organizing it. And you will prepare the card by yourself. Then once the time starts, you have to speak with the interlocutor. Okay, this is the overview of the speaking subtest. Don't worry, I can assure you that you can score a high mark in OET speaking, because apart from other subtests like reading, listening and writing, this is the only one subtest you can perform. In this speaking subtest, you can show your qualities, you can showcase your talents, okay? So once you are practicing it in a systematic way, surely you can gain a high score to get motivated, okay? So you can go on a B score. Don't worry if you are a Malayali or if you are a Tamilian or you are, suppose you are from another state of India or you are from some other places. Don't worry that you are only known to the regional language, you are having difficulties in speaking. Don't worry, that doesn't affect your performance in the OET speaking, because you're going to practice it in a systematic way. Apart from the other test, at least you can think that this is based on your profession. You know better than anyone. So I think this will be a very helpful scenario for you, so that you have faced so much of situations in your hospital itself. So it will be very helpful for you to speak in such a way. So you will not have any difficulties in the words. You don't have any difficulties with the vocabularies, I hope, because you are facing in a day-to-day situation. As a nurse, you are more familiar in this situation, so you'll be able to handle in a better way. I can promise you that, okay? This is what the overview of speaking subtest. Next is the main important part of this video, that is how to effectively utilize the 3 minutes preparation time of OET speaking subtest. So how are you going to do that? Here are the main key points that you need to remember when you look at your role play card. Okay, first you need to concentrate on the settings, because that will give you a lot of information that will guide you the role play. So first and foremost, always listen to the settings of role play card. And the second one, you need to concentrate on the background information that give you a lot of information as well, because this will guide you how you're gonna act. This will help you to organize your video accordingly. Okay, that is the second one, the background information. And the third, last but not least, the task. You have to focus on the task mentioned in the role play card. That will help you to improve or to effectively engage in a role play session. So these are the main key points to organize when you go for the OET practice time. That is when you organize your role play during the 3 minutes preparation time. So I'll be explaining each one in detail so that you'll be getting more idea and you will be organized, so that you will be performing your role play task very effectively. So this is a fabulous idea that you can utilize in your OET speaking task. Alright, let's discuss about the settings. How the settings gonna help you. In the settings, you will get an idea or the clue regarding how we are going to greet the patients. Are you familiar with the patient before, or are you familiar with their problems? So these things you can get it from the settings. So how? I'll give you a clue. For example, if you are meeting a patient in the emergency ward, for example, the setting is in emergency ward. Here, you may not be knowing the patient. He met with an accident, he is just admitted there. So you may not be knowing the patient's name or details, because you are meeting him for the first time. So you may not know all the details about him. Okay, this may be the assumption. Okay, this is one chance. And if the setting is in the hospital ward, how it gonna be? For example, one patient, for instance, his name is John. John underwent a colostomy surgery. Okay, the setting is hospital ward. So how you gonna get idea regarding that? If it is a hospital ward, there is the chance that you have the access to their reports, their vitals, or their pathological reports, or for example, you may have taken the handover from the previous staff. Okay, these all things contribute a lot of information to you. You may be knowing the patient already. Okay, this is the style, or this is the pattern the settings gonna help you. So you will be knowing how to greet the patients. You will be knowing that the patient is familiar to you or not, or you will be knowing his problems. Okay, this is the way you are going to use the settings. Sometimes this is a probability. Okay, so you have to act accordingly. If the setting is emergency, or if the setting is hospital ward, it differs. Okay, you have to think and act accordingly. This is the way the settings gonna help you. Next, we're gonna discuss about the background information. 3 things you have to focus from the background information. First one is the role. So you will be getting your role from the background information. For example, it may be written as like, you may be the charge nurse or the registered nurse, sometimes the emergency nurse. It differs. So it may be written in the background information. Sometimes it may not be written. So you have to be very vigilant that, okay, utilize that background information for your job role. And the second one you can see from the background information is the time of the day. For example, it is written, and it may be written in the background information that you are visiting the patient in the morning shift. So how are you going to greet the patient? You are not going to greet them as good afternoon, because you are going to lose your marks over there. So if the time is written over the background information, you are going to greet accordingly. If not, greet the patients according to your exam timings. Okay, and that is the second point. And what is the third point? What you will be getting from the third point? For example, the current situation is attained from the background information. Sometimes the patient is in the orthopedic ward, she has underwent a surgery and she has rang the bell for the 7th time. You didn't attended the bell because you were busy, and the patient is very much worried and depressed, and she's very angry about the situation, and she is waiting for you, and you just went into their room, and how the situation will be. Okay, so this is what about the situation. So it differs from each scenario. Okay, so you'll be getting this information from the background information. You'll be getting the role of the nurse and the time of the day, and sometimes the situation from the background information. Apart from these three things, what you're gonna do? Okay, in this background information, you are going to showcase extra qualities. Not only you are giving the information like what you have read in the background information, you are going to express your listening, active listening, echoing skills. Okay, you are reflecting your knowledge from the background information. Okay, you are not supposed to ask closed-ended questions over here. Okay, what is closed-ended question? Closed-ended question is always like yes or no questions. You'll be asking some questions, the patient will be saying yes or no. Okay, such kind of questions. So single answer questions is considered as closed-ended question. You have to always focus on the open-ended questions. For example, you are visiting the patient for the first time and you're asking, my name is Yedu, I'm one of the registered nurses working in this unit, and I will be taking care of you today. Alright, okay, how can I help you today? So the patient will be explaining you their problems and what they need from you. They will be explaining in detail for you. Okay, in the background information, utilize these things and keep it in mind. When you speak, use these things wisely. This is the way you need to act brilliantly. Okay, sometimes there are hidden tasks in the background information, so you have to look for that. For example, it may be written like you need to do an examination before the assessment or before the task. So that may be written in the background information. That is a hidden task. So you have to identify that task and you have to do it during your role play. Okay, that may be a chance in your role play card. And next thing is about the task. Here you always concentrate on the verb which is highlighted in the bullet points. So what you have to do about the verbs? Sometimes they will be explaining, explain, emphasis, reassure. So always focus on that words. So you have to underline that so that you will be knowing how you're gonna present that idea near to that verb. Okay. For example, explain. You'll be explaining the things or in a pattern. When you explain, always try to use firstly, secondly. You should organize that idea of knowledge in a pattern or in a sequence so that it will be easy for the patient to understand. So this is the way you will be explaining. Once you reassure, how you going to reassure the patient? So you have to make the patient more comfortable. While listening to your words, he should feel more comfortable and he should feel that nothing gonna happen or I am in a safe hand. So you have to give such idea things in reassurance. Sometimes you need to elaborate, or sometimes the verbs will be different. Okay, according to the verbs you are going to do the task. So always concentrate on the task. Okay, this is a thing you need to go for your OET speaking subtest. And this is the main thing I just want to explain you all. Apart from this, there are few other things you can improve your speaking skills. How? I have some idea. For example, it is little bit time consuming. If you have a lot of time to prepare, if you are doing the speaking test for the first time, always try to write down the scenario. For example, if you got a card, try to write down the possible conversation between the interlocutor and the nurse. Okay, then you will be understanding these all things can be spoken in the interview, or these all things can be added, and go for that video. For example, you will be getting a lot of videos, a lot of speaking sessions in the YouTube. Select the quality one. Okay, and that there you can get a lot of dialogues and you can compare that which I have missed and what is to be done to improve this thing. So you'll be understanding with the scenario, with the role play and with your script. So you are going to get a lot of information about that. If you get the same topic on your exam, you'll be having a lot of ideas regarding that. You can put that idea over there. Apart from that, you'll be having a script to play. Okay, this is one method you can utilize for your exam. As I said in my previous videos, you can always practice with other candidates. Okay, these candidates, once you are familiar with them, you can practice through phones or even with the WhatsApp or with the Telegram. You can arrange your timings and then you can practice with them. This will help you a lot. Don't limit your practice timings or don't limit your result. Okay, if you put more efforts in this, surely you are going to score a 400 or above. I am promising you. Once you complete your exam, come back and say to me that I have completed my exam and I have gained a score of 400 above in speaking. Okay. Wish you all success. Practice effectively and gain a true success in speaking. Okay. If you have any comments, please let me know. Comment in the comment box, share my videos and stay tuned for another video. Thank you.